broadcast. This is News Channel 11 at 5:30.
Our top story at 5:30 on this Monday evening, U.S. Senator Lamar Alexander of Tennessee said today it is time for someone else to have the privilege of representing Tennessee in the Senate. Welcome into News Channel 11 at 5:30. I'm Josh Smith.
And I'm Sarah Diamond. State Capitol Newsroom reporter Chris Bundgaard spoke with Alexander about the decision that changes Tennessee's political landscape.
Senator Alexander was here at the Capitol for an event Monday morning without mentioning that he'd already made a decision not to seek re-election.
Actually, I decided this in August when I was fishing in Canada.
No one else knew, or they kept it quiet, which included the President of the United States, who learned Sunday night that Alexander would not seek re-election to the U.S. Senate.
And he said, well, let's talk about you serving another 20 years. I said, Mr. President, I'm going to announce tomorrow I'm not running. He said, well, why would you do that? And we talked about it.
The senator, in his formal statement late Monday morning, said it was time for someone else to have the privilege of representing Tennessee. But why now make the announcement?
I wanted to keep it to myself until the end of the year and make sure it was the right decision. And I've decided that it is somebody else's turn. I get up every day thinking I can do some good for the country and go to bed at night thinking that I have. And I'll keep doing that for 2 more years, but this is the right decision for me and I think for Tennessee. 40
years ago, Alexander began 2 terms as Tennessee governor, 2 unsuccessful attempts at the 1996 and 2000 Republican nomination for president followed. But what does he see as his legacy? Any list starts with cars being made in Tennessee under his watch as governor.
I think maybe bringing in the auto industry in the 80s, I think that's probably had more impact. Other governors have done so much to expand that.
Alexander will leave office in 2020 as being the only Tennessean to serve as both governor here and in the U.S. Senate. Reporting from the state capitol, Chris Bundgaard.
Many consider retiring Governor Bill Haslam as a possible candidate for Senate. Haslam did not comment on that possibility, but did release a statement about Alexander. Haslam said, quote, "It is almost impossible to measure the impact of Lamar Alexander's commitment to Tennessee. His time as governor paved the way for the economic position we enjoy today as a leading state for business, and his educational reforms were ahead of his time." Haslam goes on to say, as a senator, he has distinguished himself as a national leader while always reminding everyone that our founders designed our government for most of the power to be delegated to the states. No one has served our state longer as a governor and senator, and few, if any, have served it better than Lamar, end quote. Alexander also told our reporter in Nashville he considered Bill Hagerty to be a possible contender. Hagerty, a Tennessee native, is the U.S. ambassador to Japan and a close ally of the president. Alexander